Brilliance Audio presents More Beautiful Than Before, How Suffering Transforms Us, by Steve Leader, performed by the author. There was a famous miracle worker named Yochanan, but when this great man with healing power became ill, he could not heal himself. His friend, Hanina, came to visit him. Hanina said to him, "Give me your hand." He took Yochanan's hand and raised him up from his bed. Why couldn't Yochanan raise himself, the old story asks. Because, it answers, the prisoner cannot free himself from prison. Every one of us, sooner or later, feels pain, somewhere deep inside our body or our heart. That person sitting next to you is in pain. That stranger on the subway is in pain. That person who cut you off, who cut you down, who cut you out is in pain. The people you love are in pain. You are in pain. To love is to grieve. To live is to hurt. Pain, emotional or physical, reveals our vulnerabilities. It presses where it hurts. We can grimace and ignore that pain. We can blunt it with pills, booze, sex, shopping, eating, vaping, or weed. But no one in pain, despite what they might say at the time, does better enduring their pain alone. The better way is to listen to your pain, respect your pain, and talk about it with people who can help you understand its true source. Pain is an invitation to change the depth of conversation. Face pain's truth. Pour it out to God or to the people you love. Reach out to the people you love and who love you. Tell them, trust them. They will hold your hand and raise you from your suffering. There's an old folk tale about a grieving widower who visits the village wise man for some solace. The wise man gives the mourner a list of ingredients necessary to bake a sweet cake and tells him to go around the village gathering one ingredient from each home. The only requirement is that the ingredients must be from homes never visited by grief or sorrow. At the end of the day, the widower returns to the wise man empty-handed. There was not a single home in the village wherein someone had not suffered a painful loss. The story is more nuanced than it first appears. Most people assume that what helped the widower was his realization that everyone suffers pain. My guess is that he, like us, already knew that. I think what made the difference was the conversations that likely took place in each home and with each neighbor. I am so sorry. I cannot give you an ingredient because I, too, have suffered terrible pain. What happened? Tell me about her. Let me tell you about my loss, how much I miss him, how much I appreciate the wonderful person and gift she was to me. Tell me more about your fears and sorrow. Let me share with you how I have managed to go on. The man's suffering did not end that day, but his healing began. He no longer felt so cursed or alone. He knew everyone at some time walks through the valley of shadows where he too was now traveling. It was the ebb and flow of kindred spirits, fellow sufferers reaching out, sharing, consoling, advising, and caring, that helped pierce the widower's isolation and helped him take the first steps on the path to healing.